For the past 10 years since they met, Ririsa had always loved him. But now, Mikari realized she had just said some rather mean things. By being so straightforward, she was sure that Ririsa would try to help. But no matter what she did, the situation between her and Okumura could never be what she wanted. In the end, she was left with nothing but regret. Ririsa apologized and promised not to ask Okumura out anymore. To which Mikari screamed, "Please, just pretend you never heard any of this. I was just joking about all this love stuff." However, Ririsa didn't believe her and quickly pulled her closer. Being an otaku, she wouldn't oppose anything related to her interests. "So tell me about Okumura. What do you love about him?" Mikari burst into tears as she explained. "I love his dazed eyes, his small frame from back then, and his long, flowing hair now. I love the way he looks at me, and how he always gives himself to help others. On the outside, he's all about socializing and helping others. But his heart is closed off and doesn't recognize the feelings others have for him." Ririsa was shocked. She didn't know Mikari understood Okumura so well, which clearly showed that Mikari's feelings were deep. But Mikari admitted that it wasn't only because she loved him, but also because she wanted to find reasons to dislike him. She had tried many times to push him out of her mind, telling herself that it was just a youthful mistake. But she couldn't. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't stop loving him. This wasn't just a fleeting feeling. It was love for every aspect of him. Mikari then turned the question to Ririsa. "What do you think of Okumura?" Ririsa immediately responded, "I like him, though I'm not sure if it's the same as your feelings. But yes, he is amazing. His eyes, his figure, and even his hair are all things I like. I've only been able to improve as a cosplayer with Okumura's help. Without him, I wouldn't be who I am today. So he's an irreplaceable part of my life. Maybe it's not love, but for me, that's what love is." Hearing this, Mikari understood that Ririsa's feelings for Okumura were just as strong as hers. Though it was a little confusing, but also a bit reassuring. The main character cheerfully commented, "We're both addicted to Okumura, aren't we?" Mikari realized it wasn't that she wanted to get angry at her rival. It was just that she needed someone to listen to her struggles in this bittersweet love. In her mind, Ririsa was now not just a rival, but a close friend. Mikari jokingly warned, "If one day Ririsa decides to take Okumura for herself, don't worry about me." The main character understood and replied, "I'd want you to be fine with that." However, they didn't realize that Okumura had overheard part of their conversation. He was surprised to learn that Mikari had feelings for him. It wasn't the same kind of love as Ririsa's, but more like the love he had felt for Lily. Thinking about love made him recall the heartbreak he had suffered as a child and the fear of being hurt again. If Mikari confessed to him, how would he respond? He knew he would have to reject her, but that felt too cruel. Why was he thinking this way? Why did the idea of rejecting Mikari seem so harsh? He questioned why he had developed such a cold mindset. Whether he rejected her gently or outright, the outcome would still be bad. Either Mikari would stop coming to the manga club, or the relationship would be strained. He had no idea that Chanzu had overheard the conversation too. She approached him and asked, "What are you afraid of? Are you afraid to reject her? Or are you scared of ruining your relationship with Mikari and the club?" He wasn't sure, because he couldn't imagine a situation like this happening. Feeling unsure, he asked, "Do you have any experience with love?" Of course. Chanzu, being a true otaku, had no clue about romantic matters. She explained, "I never understood these things like dating or confessing to someone who already rejected me. But in romantic manga, characters might not realize they love each other until later. Confessing just helps them realize it. But in real life, some people might not feel any love but still date someone because they feel obligated. And some people are confessed to many times, and they might accept out of pity or because they see how much the other person likes them." Chanzu continued, "You don't have to firmly reject Mikari just because you're not interested right now. When someone confesses, you'll recognize the feelings they have for you and ask yourself how you feel about them. Maybe you'll realize that, over time, you've grown to like them without even realizing it. Okumura finally understood what Chanzu meant. He didn't have to end his relationship with Makari just because he wasn't interested in her at the moment. He could continue to follow his feelings and, who knows, maybe his feelings would change. But he wasn't sure if he could pay attention to other girls just yet. Chanzu reassured him. I know you've been through a lot this past year. Don't be afraid to open up to people who want to get close to you. Love isn't just for yourself. Only when you open up to others will your life's rhythm truly begin. Okumura began to understand what she meant. He had been so afraid of being betrayed that he ignored the feelings others had for him. He realized he had been closing himself off. But now he had to take a step forward. He wasn't ready to deal with Makari's feelings yet. But he understood he needed to be open to possibilities. After hearing all of Chanzu's advice and comfort, Okumura started to understand himself better. He realized that he needed to face his fears, open his heart, and not reject Makari out of fear. He wanted to make this summer camp end well. And he decided to start by joining the photo shoot again. But Makari was reluctant to leave her bed. Her eyes swollen from crying. She asked Ririsa to go ahead and not let her be the one to stop the project. When Okumura called Makari, he simply expressed that he was looking forward to the next photo shoot with her. Makari, hearing this, felt a warmth in her heart. Okumura finally understood that the beautiful moments he had captured with Lily were not just about the model, but about the connection he had with her. Later, everyone gathered for a final shot with Ririsa. This photo was the best one yet. Afterward, the group met in their familiar manga club room to watch the edited video. A shortened version of the Lily side story. Everyone cheered and agreed that the first season of the anime was finished. And they eagerly awaited the release of season 2 in the future.